Good morning, everyone. I, Harsha Verma, welcome you all in my next video on cybersecurity. So, guys, in our day to day life, you hear about different types of cyber attacks, but we don't have the clear knowledge of all of these. So, in today's topic, I am going to cover different types of cyber attacks, and I hope you all will like it. Okay, so let's get started. Now, the first type of cyber attack is password sniffing. So, password sniffing is very common cyber attack. In password sniffing, an attacker installs a software called the password sniffer on the computer network, and this software secretly records users' personal information such as their user ID and passwords. And once the hackers get users such confidential information, then they use this information for different illegal purpose. Okay, so this type of attack is known as password sniffing. Okay, now the next type of attack is web jacking. Now, web jacking is built from two words, web and jacking. So, here the word web is related with the websites, and jacking means stealing. Okay, so web jacking occurs when someone forcefully takes control of your website. Okay, and how they get control of your website? By cracking the password of your website, and later then they change that password. Okay, so thus this stage of crime involves password sniffing. Okay, so first the hacker steals your password, and after that they forcefully take control of your website. Okay, but the sad part is the actual owner of the website does not have any more control over what happens on that website. Okay. Now, the next common attack is hacking. So, we all hear about the hacking. So, what is hacking? So, guys, hacking is an unauthorized intrusion into a computer or a network. Now, unauthorized intrusion means if someone who don't have the right to access your system gets control on your system, then that is known as hacking. And the person who is engaged in such illegal activities is known as a hacker. Now, there are different types of hackers like white hat hackers, black hat hackers, and gray hat hackers. Now, the white hat hackers is also known as the ethical hacking. Okay, now an ethical hacker is a person who gain access to a system or a network with the permission of that organization's company. Okay, and why they do this? To fix the identified vulnerabilities. Okay, now here the ethical hackers are abide by the company rules. Okay, so they have to follow some rules. Now, what are the rules? They have to maintain the privacy of that particular company. They have to take the written permission from that company, and they have to transparently report all the vulnerabilities that they have discovered during their investigation. Okay, and the next task that they have to perform is to inform the hardware and software vendors about all the identified weaknesses. Okay, so ethical hacking is good. So the organizations hires these hackers, ethical hackers, to they call them and they uh, they call them and they hire them for finding the vulnerability so that they can make their systems more secure. Now, the next type of hackers are known as black hat hackers, and these are also known as the crackers. Now, crackers are the persons who gain unauthorized access into a system or a network for any type of personal gain. Okay, now their motive may be different. They do this for any monetary benefit. Okay, and they can also do this for stealing any company's data, or it may also involve violation of some privacy rights. Okay, so these are known as the black hat hackers, or we also called as the cracker. Okay. Now, the next category of hacker is the grey hat hackers. Now, the grey hat hackers lies somewhere between the white hat hackers and the black hat hackers. Okay, but a grey hat hacker hacks the system without the owner's permission. But once they get the vulnerabilities, once they find the vulnerabilities, then they inform that to the related organization. Okay, so grey hat hackers are those person who don't misuse such information. Now, the next type of categories is freaker. Now, a freaker is a person who don't hack a system, but actually they hacks the telephone lines. Okay, so freaker is a person who identifies and exploits the weaknesses in telephones instead of computer. So actually users hacking, uh, how do the hackers work? Okay, so the hackers hack the system or attack the system by finding the vulnerabilities or the loopholes in a system. Okay, so that's why the companies always try to protect their system by using different security techniques. Okay, now the next category of cyber attack is computer network intrusions. Okay, so here network intrusion means any unauthorized activity on a computer network. Okay, so any unauthorized activity means it may be any person or it may be any software who searches on your network to find some okay, who do an unauthorized activities on your network. Okay, so a network intrusion is any unauthorized activities on a computer network. Now, to secure our system from these network intrusions, we use security tools, and that security tools is known as intrusion detection system. Okay, now, an intrusion detection system is a system. It may be a hardware device or it may be a software that monitors network traffic for suspicious activity and issues alerts when such activity is discovered. Okay, now here there are different types of intrusion detection systems: network intrusion detection system, host intrusion detection system, signature based intrusion detection system, and anomaly based intrusion detection system. Okay, so now we will learn one by one. Network intrusion detection system works inside a network. Okay, and it monitors all the incoming and outgoing traffic. Host intrusion detection system detects the intrusions in a computer systems or any networks. Okay. Now, next is the signature based intrusion detection system. So, signature based intrusion detection system in signature based intrusion detection system, the the intrusion detection system detects malicious packets, and if they find any packet, then they will go for they will search in a database where there are different threads signatures available, so they compare the value of the uh, malicious packets and the packets uh, and the viruses that are involved in the uh, and the and the thread signatures that are available in the database. If they will match, then they will inform the organization. Okay, now next is the anomaly based intrusion detection system. So these also work uh, for these are also work based on the certain companies' decisions. Okay. Now next is the online frauds. Now frauds. Now in our day-to-day life, we see different types of frauds. Okay. So when any fraud is committed through the use of internet, then that is called as online fraud, and it all involves financial fraud and identity theft. Okay, now there are different types of online frauds, like it may be an online scam, a phishing scam, a lottery scam, or an email scam. Okay, online scam means sometimes you get a message, and these messages are done for the monetary gain. Okay, so the person may use a fake photographs, a fake email ID, or he may also use some fake job offers. Okay, next is the phishing scam. Phishing scam is done where you get an email or a message where they say you that your account is in danger, and if you want to protect your account, then you have to click on this link and you have to share your personal detail. Okay, so once you trust them and you share your personal details, then you will be trapped in hackers. Now, next is the lottery scam. So sometimes you get different messages related to the lotteries, like you have won this amount of lottery, and you can take this. So these are all fraud. You don't have to trust it. Now, next is the email scam. So when the scam is done through the emails, then that is known as the email scam. Okay. Now, the next one is the identity theft. So basically, identity theft occurs when a criminal or a cyber attacker uses someone else's identity for his or her own illegal purpose. Okay. For example, like the attacker has stolen someone's user ID and password, and now they started doing some illegal transactions, online transactions on that user's behalf, then that becomes the identity theft. Or like if someone started doing job or by using some other person's documents, their mark sheets, and there may be crimes where the persons take home loans on the name of some other person. So these are all types of identity theft. So identity theft means someone takes some other person's identity for doing some illegal activities. Okay, so users, this was the types of some common cyber attacks. So there are various types of cyber attacks available present in our day-to-day life. Okay, so we all have to we all have to protect our personal data. We all have to uh, we all have to be in aware about our cyber rights. So all these things I will cover in the next upcoming video lectures. And I hope you all have liked this video. So thank you.